Greetings to everybody. My name is Jacqueline and I welcome you back to JK's session. I thank you for the support, my dear subscribers, and I'm again requesting those who've not yet subscribed to please subscribe to this channel. So today on JK's session channel, we're going to be talking about something called pride. Yes, today's topic is gonna be pride. Yeah, we are yet to see what pride does, how we are affected by pride, how it limits us, Yes, we're going to be looking at pride. Leave alone the other pride where you say, I'm proud of my mother, I'm proud of my teacher, I'm proud of this and the other. You understand? Yeah, but we are talking about this pride where, the other negative pride, because it's two-way-sided. Yeah, because you've got something good, anything good. No, that's not what we are going to be talking about. But the other pride where, the other pride including boasting around, bragging around, just to be seen, calling yourself what you're not. That is the pride we're going to be talking about or sharing with you today. Well, in my own understanding, this pride is when you really try and struggle so hard to prove the society or the audience to believe that you are what you're not. It really takes energy and time to do that. So in brief, it's denying the truth or the fact that you are, like, you're trying to put yourself in someone else's shoes. You understand? Pride is when you leave your shoes at the doorpost, then put on someone else's, just to be seen around. There are very many examples of pride, but we are not going to finish them all. Yes, but we are going to be looking at how this pride gets to affect us. How we are affected by pride is what we are going to be looking at today. When you deal with pride, these are the things you're going to be expecting to get in return. First of all, time is taken, energy, time, energy, and even trust from people, because you're showing them the image, another image, yet you're also another person. You're also having your own life, but again, you're trying so hard to make them believe that you are what you're not. For whatever situation you're going through, always get to learn a lesson from it. I always learn from my own stories. No. I always learn from my own life. Yes, I always learn. For whatever happens in my life, whether good or bad, I pick a lesson. So let me take you through my story, my own very story. So one day I went to Kampala. I was going to a certain market. The market is called Owino. I needed some stuff from there. When I reached, I did my shopping and finished. So time came for getting out of the market. It was my first time to enter that market, and I was a bit younger. So when that time came, I moved around looking for the exit, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find any. So I was confused. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to get out of this market now? You see, I'm alone even. I never went with anyone. So I kept on looking for the exit. I believed in myself that I will find it, but it failed. I never found the way out. So as I was rotating around, when someone is lost, it's always seen. So there was a certain man who saw me who realized that I was lost. So he asked me, "Young lady, where are you going? Like, what do you want? It seems you're lost. Are you?" I was like, no, mister. I'm not lost. I'm not lost, but there is something I'm looking for instead. That is the excuse I gave. Why? Because I feared, like, I never wanted, I was like, I don't want this man to realize that I'm lost. He's like, I'm going to be embarrassed, something like that. So I told him, "No, my dear, I'm not lost. I'm just looking for something here." So the man said, "Okay, but it's like you're lost." Because I've seen you for several times, just rotating around. You're coming, going, and then coming back to the same position. You know, when you're lost or when you don't know the area, you always get back to the place where you've been before. You understand? You always come back to that very place. When minus you realizing it. So that's what I did. But I didn't know that I was just rotating. So he watched me. He kept his eye on me. So I was like, why can't this man leave me alone? Oh my God. Just deep within, I never said it physically to him, but deep within I was like, why can't this man leave me alone? Yes, I know deep inside I was lost, but I couldn't accept the fact that I was lost. But I knew I was lost deep inside me. I knew, and I was afraid. I was like, oh my God, the day, like, it was getting darker. It was evening hours. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to get out of this market? I failed to see the exit. How am I going to handle this now? The man kept an eye on me. So I rotated and I rotated. Moreover, he again told me, he asked me again, "Are you sure you're not lost? Tell me, feel free, be free to tell me. When you, maybe there is something you need, just tell me." I told him, "No, there is something I'm looking for." Yes, so I just moved around pretending to be looking for something to buy, but in actual sense I was going to buy nothing. So he said, "Just tell me the exact thing you want, then I will be directing you where it is." I was like, no, it's okay. See how pride does. I just continued with my rotation. I rotated around, then finally, after getting tired, my legs were paining, my hands, because I had some load, so my hands were loaded already. My legs were paining, and again, I felt thirsty. So I didn't even have extra money to buy myself drinking water. I was just remained with the transport to take me back home. No extra money for buying stuff like water. So that's when I got to realize that I have to seek for help. Then I went to a nearby person. This time around, I never asked the other person. So there was someone besides there. So I went to him calmly, in a polite way. I greeted him, then I said, "Please, mister, can you help me to direct me to show me where the exit is?" He said, "Oh, sister, I'm very sorry, but I'm also new here." You see what God does? He connects you to a person who doesn't know, so that you can drop out that pride, and you go maybe to ask the other person, because the other person knew what I wanted. He knew he could help me, but I ignored him. Then now God connected me to this person who knows nothing. So he told me, "No, I'm still new here also. It's my first time to be here." But he pointed at the other man whom I've been ignoring. So he said, "But go and ask the other man. I'm sure he knows." I was like, no. No. It's okay, dear, it's okay. It's okay, I will find it. Then I continued my rotation. My God, what's that? What's that? Just failing to accept that you don't know. First of all, not knowing is not a problem. It's not something stupid. It's not, because what you should know is that a lot of people, it's okay not to be knowing. That's why they always put for us, we always have teachers, trainers, those people who always guide us. We wouldn't have been with teachers and trainers in case we all knew. But we don't. That's why there is always helpers. There is always helpers to take us. Yes, there is always helpers to take us through. Because we don't know. You know, you're not supposed to know it all. You're not supposed to know it all. That's why there are teachers, there are doctors, there are, you're not supposed to know it all. That's why we have trainers, teachers, and so on. So I continued with my rotation because I feared I may tell him and I get embarrassed, I continued with my rotation. It was really getting dark, so after failing, then I went. It took me close to 2 hours just doing rotation. Then after that period of time, I went to him and asked him for the exit. He told me, but I've been asking you. Why didn't you tell me? Look at the time now, it's really going late. I told him, I'm sorry, but please direct me where the exit is. He showed me, I thank God, and he saved me. Because you see the time I wasted, 2 hours. This is what I'm talking about when I say that pride really takes your time. It wastes your time. It took me 2 hours looking for the exit. But it would have taken me just something like maybe 5 minutes if I was shown, or if I did that at the first If I did that at first, it would have taken me just 5 minutes. But it took me 2 good hours. Can you imagine? Time is already wasted. You're tired. Energy is taken. Yeah? You've wasted a lot of energy on something which is not even important. Just rotating around. You understand? So we always have to drop that pride so that we can reach somewhere. A lot of people are just there to help us, to take us through. God always puts for us people to guide us, It also takes me back to school, to secondary school, or any school, be it primary or secondary. A teacher can tell students that please go and consult the other girl or boy about that number or about that subject. The teacher is having a reason why. Because you're very low in that subject. You're not performing it good. So he's telling you, she's directing you to the person who does it better so that you may be helped. But rather, you just boost around, you be like, no. It also causes failure, pride. You be like, no. To ask that girl or to consult her, she will think that she knows it all. She will think that she's the wisest. I won't, You refuse. But it's you who is going to benefit from that. It's you. So most of the times we have to drop out our pride and we see ourselves going high or going further. Yes. Not knowing is not something stupid. Always be ready to learn. Always be ready to learn. If you want to reach somewhere, pride should be dropped. I love you so much. Thank you for listening. My name is Jacqueline. I sign out. Bye bye.